Hi everyone, a lot of people have been waiting for the continuation of the drawing lesson, and I've finally released another installment. In this video, we're going to draw a person based on a pattern I found on Pinterest. I don't know who that is either. This time I decided to start by getting the proportions right. So I took a stiff pencil and I'm trying to get the right Sharpie. I'll tell you right away that this is the second time I've drawn this portrait. The first time I drew it sitting on a chair, and then when I looked at it from the side I realized that I had incorrectly transferred the proportions. Now I paint standing on my feet to see the whole picture. I'm thinking of buying an easel so I don't have to suffer like this. If you also have a problem with the transfer of the correct shape, my advice is to look at the drawing from a distance, and preferably at the same level as a sample. We draw as roughly as possible, making a few lines, and sketches are not important details, the main thing to convey the shape. All the same, we will erase everything later and cover it with charcoal. When you have a pattern nearby, you can easily translate the desired direction of the face by referring to the pattern. It's very convenient, try to do the same. Almost all of the videos the tripod dangles because there is more force involved when drawing with a pencil, and because I'm standing and can't suppress the vibrations with my hands. Anyway, I apologize for that. At this point it's hard to say he looks like himself, but that's not necessary right now. The main thing is to convey the shape of the face. I don't know if you can see it, but I still try to paint shadow areas. I don't have to though. You may have noticed that I use my eyes as a measuring stick. That's what they taught us in art school. It's necessary to keep proportions as well. To be honest, I am more surprised by the drawings of people who don't draw anything before they start sketching. They sort of automatically see the proportions and they don't need to make any preparatory lines. I'm sure it takes a lot of practice. Finally, we're done. I'll draw the hair without preparation. Now, as usual, we start by darkening the darkest places. The main thing is not to overdo it and not to paint over what is unnecessary. Now let's do a blur, so that our charcoal will stick better to the paper, and to dilute all that blackness. This way it will be easier to make the dark places darker if necessary. With this tool too, you can draw shadows that aren't as strong. The main thing is that it should be sufficiently stained with past charcoal. The next stage is detailing, but not the last. We'll still have other tools on hand all the time. My advice is to always keep them handy for quick reference. I just throw them all over the table. Yes, at the moment it doesn't look like it, but as time goes on, we'll start fixing on and on until we get the results we want. As you can hear the drawing in the background, I turned it off, because my whole family decided to have a heated discussion upstairs, so the recording was ruined, but there will be music. Where there are no white highlights, I blend out, thus trying to convey the volume of the face. Now I'd looked at the drawing from the side and saw that the eyes were too big, so I started to correct that. I'm drawing some random masks. I just like the ease of sketching them. I don't think they'll ruin the composition. I am now pointing out to myself where there are mistakes that need to be corrected. Unfortunately, it is impossible to call this drawing perfect and error-free. There is always something to strive for and improve your skills. That's what we're all here for. That's why we watch these videos. Drawing highlights with white crayon, it always does something magical. I leave the drawing of hair for last, as I don't think it's that difficult. And I don't know how to draw them too well. I draw in my own style, so to speak. Basically, I think the drawing is done. I'm happy with this portrait. I'll be honest, it was difficult. But I hope it's not useless for you. The main thing is not to stop in development and keep practicing. You don't have to do it every day. The main thing is to do it regularly, at least once a week. Every drawing, even an unsuccessful one, is an experience. and it is desirable that it was your personal experience, so do not be afraid to make mistakes. My whole channel is made of videos from complete mistakes, but you can see a significant difference between the first videos and the current ones. The main thing is to keep working on yourself. Thank you all who watched this video in full. It is very important for me and my channel. I hope that I help you to create.